Namaste. Welcome SRIPRAKASH ji in our today's show.
It's my pleasure to be part of your show, Angurji.
Thank you. Let us begin with recently we have released your book called Building Blocks. So, just tell me something more about it. Why you have written this book, and why you have chosen this particular subject.
Quite an interesting question. I would say there were two instances which made me to write this book. The first instance was something which happened in my fifth standard. There used to be a lost property box in my school, and I used to have a fancy collection of pilot pens and hero pens with me in a nice Disney double-decker box. But the crooked mind came into play at that age itself, where my eyes went behind some of these pens which come into the lost property box. So there were some nice hero pens and pilot pens which were coming into the box, and myself and a couple of my friends wanted to flick it. So flick it means not go and steal from the box, but wanted to pay 1 rupee fine to the sister and get away with that pen from the box. So we devised a strategy that each of us will go once in a quarter so that the sister doesn't see us often. If she sees us often, she will call our parents for a parents-teacher meeting saying that your kid is careless. So we were wondering who will go first, because there was this fear that whoever goes first and get caught, it is going to be embarrassing. And I had that guts to say that, okay, let me go ahead and pay the fine first. I went ahead and paid the 1 rupee fine and took my most prized possession from that box. I happily come to the class and I open my bag to put it in my pencil box, and I find my pencil box missing. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to run back to the lost property box to see that if someone had put it in the meantime. By the time I picked this pen and came, and someone had gone ahead and put it in. Unfortunately, the lunch bell rang. So I had to sit in the class. Next 2 hours, nothing went into my ears. Everything went above my head, because my entire thought was only with the lost property box, that my box should have gotten over there. So I waited for the second bell to ring. I rushed to the sister's cabin, and I was happy to see my box inside the lost property box. Unfortunately, the sister was not around. So, but I went with an happy face that anyhow it has come in. Now it is in safe hands. When the final bell rang, I came to sister's cabin. Sister was there, but unfortunately the box was missing in the box. I didn't know what to do. It was a moment of a scorpion stinging a thief, and the thief can't even shout or scream. So I walked with a heavy heart to the bus yard. I used to come to the school in school bus. So I just walked back to the bus yard, boarded the bus, waited for my parents to come back from work, cried out my heart and told them like I will never do this again. The next day I went ahead and put that pilot pen back into the lost property box. But the miracle, what happened was that in a week's time, my pencil box was in my desk. But it taught me a very important lesson. Don't do something to others if you don't want that to be done with you. In today's corporate world, we put anyone under the bus and crush them for simple promotion or a brownie point or salary increment. We forget about quite a lot of ethical stuff and are more self-centered. So this was something which became the base for writing the book. And the second instance was when I did my internship with Sundaram Finance. We were loitering around. When I say we, me and a couple of my other colleagues who had come from different colleges to do their project there. So on the third day evening, we were called in by the senior vice president, and he called us. We were happy to go in. He checked with us what is what is the purpose for which we were there. All of us said some fancy words saying that this is the project that we want to do. The response, what we were expecting from him was that, wow, you are here to do these kind of projects. But his response literally was a shock to us. His response was that, what do you know about our company to do project on this field. We knew nothing. Whatever we knew about the company was what we read from outside. We never had experience. We didn't know what was the problem that they were facing. Then he said that I will give you 30 days. You go across departments, you learn, you do your homework, and come after 30 days and tell me that what you want to do. And in that 30 days, he ensured that we had a free access in every department inside. And what he also ensured is that he started spending time with us almost every day, 1 hour, where there was lessons on spirituality, lessons on management, lessons on marketing. I would call that it was a crash course on management.
Wow.
But it taught me another important lesson which helped me to shoo away my inhibitions. I was a very selfish guy till that point in time. I was always thinking that if I know something little more than the others, I will be able to run ahead in the rat race. Let me call that as a rat race, because most of us are doing being a rat in a rat race. So, but he taught me an important lesson that a candle doesn't lose anything when it lights other candles. You are only going to spread the light.
Yes.
So these two became the building blocks for me to think on writing what I would call it as scribbling, because I used to observe these interesting incidences that happens in life and make a note of it. That's how this journey began.
Very nice, very nice. And I really appreciate that you learned the lesson of, this karma theory in a very tender age when you were in fifth class.
Yeah.
And the good part in you is that you accepted your mistakes and learn from them, and you did not want to repeat them in future.
There is no harm in making mistakes.
Yes.
But don't make the same mistakes again and again.
Again and again. Of course, of course, of course. So, if I talk about the leadership lessons that you wish to tell people through your book, so can you tell me briefly and tell our viewers means what are the key lessons they can take to implement these leadership skills in their lives?
See, in my book, I have written about 70 attributes.
Okay.
But that is not all in leadership. Leadership is a vast subject.
Yes.
But I would like to share few things which the audience might find useful.
Yes.
First thing is that we don't breathe only for few hours in a day. We breathe 24/7.
Yes.
Like that, integrity is an important quality in everyone.
Okay.
So don't say that I practice integrity only for few hours a day.
Correct.
So integrity is something which is going to be critical, and that is going to be the difference between where you are and what you want to be.
Correct.
That is extremely critical.
Yes.
Second one is that every day our hands teach us an important lesson. The important lesson is that not all the 5 fingers are the same.
Correct.
You have 5 different fingers in hand, and each of that functionality is different.
Correct.
You can't say that I need only middle finger, or I need only little finger, or I need only a thumb to do certain activities.
Yes.
You need all these 5 fingers to work in tandem to do things.
Yes.
So start appreciating the difference in your life or in the team that you manage.
Correct.
Because if you find everything unique in this world, there is not going to be fun. Start appreciating the differences in everyone. If everything is unique, this world will be boring.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And the most important thing in life is that please be truthful to yourself.
Correct. Correct.
My mom used to tell in my young age that a liar needs a good memory.
Yes, absolutely.
If you are being truthful to yourself, you don't need to worry about what you are speaking.
Correct.
It doesn't mean that you should be speaking harsh words. When you speak itself, speak with humility.
True.
So this is what I would share, that these are all extremely important. Integrity, humility, appreciating differences is something which are basic.
Yes.
And as you go, like I say in my book, there are leadership lessons in every instant that you come across in your life.
Yes, yes,
All of us are born leaders. It is up to us to discover the hidden potential in
yes,
us
yes.
and come out of our comfort zones.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, all if I say, like, we all have learned these things in our schools, in colleges, and I think in corporates also we need to learn it again and again to you know to unveil and reveal our hidden potential. So, I also want to know from you that you also mentioned that when you were there in Sundaram Finance, and there was some crash course on management. There you learned spirituality and management and other things which affected your life. How did this spirituality affected your life?
See, let me put it in such a simple way. The spear, what you see in Lord Kartikeya's hand, most of us see it as a weapon to kill demons. There is another way of looking at that spear. In whichever field you are in, be sharp, go depth, and have the width. That's what the spear teaches you.
Wow.
The spear teaches you to be sharp, have depth knowledge, and have broad based knowledge. So, whatever you do it with passion. Whatever you do it with wholehearted effort.
Right.
So, I can see it as a weapon. I can see it in the way that I called out right now also.
Yes. Yes.
So, quite a lot of times we have given that fear psychosis in people's mind
Yes.
that if you don't do this, God will punish you.
Yes.
Your mother never punishes you.
Correct.
She will teaches you. She will teach you things.
Yes.
She teaches you a lot.
Yes.
And a person who has manifested this world
Yes.
will never come and poke your eyes.
Of course.
So there are, being Homo sapiens, we love stories.
Yes.
And only when we hear certain things like that, we get regulated.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's how quite a lot of stories have also come in.
Yes.
And at times what has happened is that the real meaning of spirituality is disappeared by these stories too.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes.
So sometimes you need to realize that there is a supernatural force which is always with you.
Yes.
And you need to love this nature.
Yes.
You need to love people around you.
Yes.
And your life will be much more simpler.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. You need to see that supernatural power or superpower inside everyone around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So great. The another question comes to my mind is about your career and how the value system that you learned in your school time or in your college shaped up your career.
See, some of the things really play a vital role. Integrity is one such. I've always seen that if you've been truthful to your clients, the clients will love you.
Yeah.
Don't say something just to please someone.
Yes.
Don't underplay or overplay something.
Correct.
Just stick to what is the fact, what is the truth. And you will know the power of that only once you experience it.
Yes. 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 So truth is a very, you can say, like, everybody knows that the truth is very powerful, but it is very difficult to uh, have it in your life. And if I say so, like, how will you, with I would like to ask you some life experience of yours, how truth has, truthfulness has shaped up your life, and how this younger generation can be truthful at the same time when they need to be successful in their career in this cutthroat competition.
See, because when you are truthful, people will also understand that you are truthful. You will not have a dual life.
Correct.
Because in today's world, what happens is that not everyone, but some of them will cajole their team to get things done.
Yes. Yes.
But the team will also see through this and will say that Bugger, he will say good things about me when he wants things to be done.
Yes. Yes.
But your team will give their life for you if you are truthful.
If you are truthful. True.
Because The power of truth is in such a way that people can see through what you speak.
Yes. Yes.
People will see through what you say,
Correct.
and the genuinity will be there in your words.
Yes. Yes.
And it is always important. I have seen this with my team. If I start telling that there will be another episode that I need to spend time with you, so I'm just keeping it short
Yes.
with
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
If someone gives you poison, will you drink? Obviously, you will not.
Yes.
But when we are telling a lie, we always pass the buck on others.
Yes.
I would just say one thing: that's remember, your life is in your hand.
Yes. Yes.
It is all about you. You decide that you wanted to tell a lie or not. Don't blame anyone else. If you're
Absolutely.
telling truth also, it is on you. If you're telling a lie also, it is on you.
Correct.
So quite a lot of times what happens is that we blame others and easily escape.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that is something we should not be doing.
Yeah. So, if I summarize the points, then truthfulness, integrity, genuineness uh, tops the chart for the leadership skills, I think.
No, there are multiple other things.
Yes.
In the year 2004, I attended one of my favorite gurus' leadership seminar, John C. Maxwell's leadership seminar. I went into that seminar thinking that when I step out, I will be a leader. I realized it only at a later stage that it was my stupidity. Initially I thought that I wasted 2 days of my time there, but it taught me very, very powerful lessons. One is that your mind needs to be open
Right.
for you to learn.
Yes.
A parachute looks beautiful only when it is open. A parachute is useful only when it is open.
Correct.
Second one, what I learned from it, that is that lot of things starts in simple things.
Yes.
Simplicity is core. In that leadership seminar, I realized that I have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and not 2 mouths and 1 ear.
Correct.
And quite a lot of things starts from listening,
Yes.
learning,
Yes.
and implementing.
Yes.
There is no point in buying 10 books and reading 10 of that and not even implementing
One.
anything which is
Yes.
good.
Of course. Of course.
So leadership is a vast subject. I would say that throughout your life you will learn things. It is not necessary that only when you reach a higher position you are a leader.
Yes. Yes.
You can be a change maker in whichever position you are in.
Correct. Correct.
So in today's world, what you call it as a small L or a big L, whichever terminology that you use, be the change agent, make the changes which impacts you, your family, your society, your district or your state or your nation. It need not be a big, what you call it as a big bang kind of a one. It can be a small one.
Yes. Yes.
But be truthful to yourself and do it.
So it was pleasure talking to you, Shri Prakash ji. Thank you so much for your time, and I believe that viewers will get the best benefit out of this video, and they should definitely get the book from Amazon or Garuda or Flipkart or from the nearest store. Thank you.
Thank you, Gurji. Thanks for this opportunity.